Attack zone time for the Oilers on that power play. Just one shot in 34 seconds. And Lemelin snaps this one up, and then Bourque bangs into Keith Acton.
I think it took about 45 to 50 minutes in game one for Ray Bourque to dish out a hit like that. Tell you what, there's a lot of black and white stripes in between. Mickey, what do you see down there?
Well, I'll tell you what I see is two big boys right in front of me, McClellan and Jay Miller. And that started with Lemelin getting his blocker up in McClellan's face as he just tried to create some havoc. They are being split apart here by the two linesmen right dead in front of me behind the net. And Jay Miller, of course, playing his role as a Boston Bruin, immediately went to his goaltender's aid. And Kevin McClellan, the resident tough guy for the Oilers, stirs up some problems. It's no score. We'll be back after this.
Here's a replay of what happened. It all started in behind Reggie Lemelin. Ray Bourque lays an awful hit on Keith Acton. And in front, Peterson pushes McClellan. You can see 41, Alan Peterson. And there's Jay Miller to put the collar on McClellan.
Miller fought 32 times this year and led the league unofficially, according to our numbers. McClellan 22, and none of those fights were with each other. Both of them get fighting majors at 309. Crowder shuffles to Linseman, has a man breaking, and right in the path of it was Jeff Portnoy. The one-time Bruin banks it onto Lacombe. Down went Telvin, but he got his gloves up in the face of Lacombe. Feistier Bruins team tonight. Puck tipped by LeMay, set up by Grant Fuhr. There'll be a penalty coming up. Puck ricocheted off a glass support and hit the back of the goal. Marty McSorley after it, given a good solid hit by Joyce. Craig Simpson off for an elbowing minor, so the Bruins will get their second power play.
There he is following through in the corner. Looks like a little push on Ray Bourque.
More open ice per player now because both teams are a man short. Here's Janney trying to get by Gregg. He does! Oh, and what a save by Fuhr! Big drive by Middleton. That ricocheted off Gregg. This time tipped by LeMay, and Fuhr comes way out to guide it along. Krushelnyski taps, pivoting his Acton, and he's hit by Crowder. Linseman moves on, taken out of the play by Kevin Lowe.
Here's a look at Craig Janney's big chance. Oh, he just got it through, didn't he, Randy Gregg? And what a play by Janney, pulling it to the side rather than just moving around and jamming it. He didn't get it up high enough. Watch this hit on Acton. Here, Acton has nowhere to go. The boards are on one side. He's making his turn towards the boards. Crunch, Keith Crowder.
Not a bit. Acton tries to get by Peterson and is closed off. Oh, man! Down to the ice went Simpson, and that'll cost maybe 5 minutes. It was right near Mickey Redmond.
Right in front of me, Craig Simpson down. Rejan Lemelin got the stick up just to interfere with the eyesight of Craig Simpson, but the two of them collided, the stick and the face mask of Craig Simpson, as he's being looked at now by Peter Miller behind the net. And the high stick was up. It'll be interesting to see if Don Koharski calls a 5-minute penalty. Of course, Mike and Bill, you know they have the option to do that, even in an accidental case, but it looks like just a 2-minute high sticking penalty to Lemelin.
Right, you know, he was sandwiched there, Mickey. It was like a double situation. You saw Ray Bourque in that replay, and Reggie, one from one side, one from the other. Watch Bourque come down on him. Yeah, you're right. Reggie caught him with the paddle of his stick right up high.
Interesting, Koharski was between Lemelin and the far boards, and so from his angle, he might have thought that it was Bourque who did. Well, and from our replays,
I thought he could have called it on Bourque anyway. I mean, Lemelin was in on the play too, but Bourque really gave kind of a pitchfork hook to Simpson. Here we go.
Curry to Gretzky. The big names are out. Gretzky, cannon shot, score! Glenn Anderson on the deflection. 1-0 Oilers. Thank you, Tom. Boy, what great work Tom has done through this whole playoffs. It must seem odd for him to only concentrate on one game at a time, and that's the situation we have here in the Stanley Cup Finals. Game 2, best of 7. Oilers ahead in the series 1-0, in this game 1-0. Wayne Gretzky, the captain of the Oilers, pivoting. Nice shake of Casper. Fed it off Tikkanen, flicked away by Lemelin, and that one went off Simpson, who was buried in front. Checked by Neely on Tikkanen. Simpson tries to get in front, can't shut it through Peterson. Stoppage of play, and then Neely bumps him down.
Good play by Big Alan Peterson.
Curry Good anticipation, moved over to keep play moving, and the power play alive for the Oilers. Gretzky, score on the deflection. Man!
I mean, Gretzky drilled that thing to Messier 5 feet beside the net. He just put it right on Messier's tape. Look at this. That's impossible to defend against. Immediately, the Oilers knocked it up ice, had a good transition from their defensive game to their offensive game. So it was a half-hearted attempt to dump it in. You really got to make sure. Boy, it doesn't look as if the boys are going to slow down on that hitting. Alan Peterson trying to get control of the puck is just freight trained over by Jeff Courtnall. Over to the left side. He is a right-hand shot now playing left defense with Jeff Bukaboom.
Muni bumped off by Crowder, and LeMay shoves Curry down from behind. And again, another one of those scrums in the corner, and we'll get a halt to play in a face-off near Fuhr.
That was an interesting move by Kevin Lowe. He saw Kenny Linseman trying to get into the pack. He grabbed his stick and just ripped it out of his hand. He's since handed it back to him, but I imagine Kevin was thinking, if Linseman gets in there, I'll take his stick away from him. Mo LeMay is 36 for the Bruins. 17 right there. Yari Curry nosedive into the pack.
Oilers ahead in the game by a count of 2-0. LeMay tips one that comes along to Linseman. He anticipated the hit that he got from Lacombe. Wesley to Bork. They work the other side, this time to Sweeney. To Linseman. Out of the play because of Muni. Isn't it something how a game can change within a period? Bruins came out, seemed to be doing what they wanted to. Then came all of those penalties against Boston. Gave the chance for the Oilers to not only get a 2-0 lead for Boston's offensive game to completely break down.
Well, if they want to get a hitting game going, forechecking, now's the time. Miller's out there. Well, he might not be out there very long. Look at this. Here he goes with McClellan.
Second time of the night for them.
You know what is very unusual about what you're watching is how quickly Collins and Knox moved in there. Their policy for most of the year when the heavyweights go at it is let them tucker out a little bit and then we'll jump in there. They wanted to stop that fight before it started. Well, so much for this big forechecking I was talking about. They still have Plett and Sweeney out there, but if you're going to do some bumping and grinding, watch the left of your screen. And there's Kevin Collins moving right in between them. Dirty job.
Yeah.
Man. Well, a quick look at Keith Crowder. There is Anderson avoiding the low bridge, but there is the crunch from behind. And you
grabbed off by Lemelin and dealt around to Bork. For Neely, who crunched with Lowe. Play up the wing, and on comes Joyce. Drive, he scores! The 8th shot of the game, and the first one of the period has gotten the Bruins back to within 1. Quick changes of possession, and Bork drops it back in. Completes the shift change now. Crowder coming out with Linseman and LeMay. 3 good checkers and bangers there, and Linseman the leading scorer on the team. And what a hit! Simpson ramming in to Crowder. It is Crowder to play it. Knocked down by LeMay to Linseman. Oh, and a marvelous save. Another one, he scores! Linseman has tied the game 2-2. See the Bruins? 4 men were just around Krushelnyski, and here comes Keith Acton, 2-on-1. Diving play made by Peterson, and then McClellan goes down.
watch Alan Peterson at the top of your screen. Big 41, all 6'3" of them. Grew up 15 miles from Edmonton in Fort Saskatchewan. His folks are here watching the hockey game. Limited himself to 6 tickets, he said. He didn't want to be too distracted.
Up the wing for Glenn Anderson. Sized up by Kluzak. Oh, and was he hit? He got out of the way of some of it, but not all, as Crowder advances it back up to Ken Linseman. Linseman trying to get in. Forced off by Bukaboom. And the loose puck will be scooped up by Smith. Off of Gretzky. Glenn Wesley, the rookie. Shot it into Tikkanen's got Gretzky alone. Score! The dump is by Bork. Will it be icing? If the Oilers touch, it will be. Lemelin had come to the bench, but he'll have to go back in the goal again. And then Kluzak bumps in with Tikkanen.
You know, it was Tikkanen and Neely at first. And while Tikkanen was kind of half chasing Neely, that guy you're looking at is jawing away. Cordy Kluzak stepped out from behind Neely and shouldered Tikkanen. What now, Terry?
Knox getting him set. Puck dropped. Turning along with it is Joyce. Sidesteps Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski got good body position and rolled it, but not out. Bork with a wrist shot. Bounces and along to Krushelnyski. Outlets to Yari Curry. Score! And the finals show Edmonton 2 wins, Boston none.